start of my session. It's the 22nd of July and the time is 5 o'clock. Pulled on the car park and the conditions, I had a look at the weather, and the conditions are going to be southwesterly for the next couple of days with hot weather. So I was expecting this swim to be occupied, to be honest, but I was absolutely gobsmacked when I had a walk down here and it was free. So I put a bucket in here and secured the swim. As you could probably see from the previous footage when I had the video on, the fish are milling around in here. There's quite a few, to be honest with you. I've just put 2 rods out and they've just pushed out to the right, but I'm not too worried about that, because if I keep quiet and pin everything down to the lake bed, they will definitely come in. You see another fish just surface there. Got 2 rods, they're basically going out onto the margins at the rear of the swim. Got 2 rods out there now. The left one's locked up a bit really, because it's just down to, let's just see if I can pan right a little bit, I don't know whether you can see it. It's just off this tree. So I'm just locked up, not completely locked up, but it's going to take a bit for it to take line. It's been, this is my 3rd session of the month down here. The first time I come was at the start of the month on the 1st. I'd done a overnighter. I can remember that that session, or that overnighter, quite distinctly, because when I opened up my eyes, I was greeted by probably one of the best sunrises that I've ever witnessed while I've been on the bank. And I'll just show you some of the photos, the videos of that now. It was just to open your eyes to that sunrise with the fog over the lake. It's just something special, something that I'll remember for a good long time, to be honest with you. And top it off, I managed to manage a capture of a, I think it was like a scraper 20, proper nice old chestnut carp. Absolutely made up with that trip, to be honest with you. And then I come last week. It was probably a little bit different conditions, to be honest with you. It wasn't fishing well at all. I was told that the weed boat had been out the weekend before I was here. And what happens is, because the boat's cutting the weed, it brings on the naturals, and because it's ripping up the weed and cutting it, so the carp was fizzing all over the place. So when I turned up, I thought I was in luck, to be honest with you. But they was feeding on the naturals, and like I say, once they're feeding on the naturals, it's so hard to get them to pick up boilies. But I persevered, and on the second night, I managed to get a pickup. Unfortunately, I dropped the fish. It was in the afternoon, about 3 o'clock. Just tore off. It was taking line when I picked it up, and it just kited to the right. I just give it a little bit of side strain, and it hook pulled. It did feel a decent fish, but they all do when you lose them, don't they? I had another, I moved twice since then, and I ended up in this swim, and I literally left it till the last minute. I was just putting the bivvy on the barra, and everything else was on the barra. I just left my rods out till the last minute, and it rattled off. That resulted in meat high double common. I'll show the pictures again. Absolutely beautiful fish. And that brings me to today's session. Like I say, I've got two rods there. I'm just going to put the third rod out now. I'm just going to clip up to the right hand margin. There's a few fish milling around there. So without further ado, let's get this rod in the water. Again had a vicious liner on the right hand rod. Now I'm starting to think perhaps it's not sitting properly, the line. Oh, there you go. Maybe I'm going to put my coat on because I might have to hit into that. And that's what I've been getting. As I said before, that I don't know whether my line is actually lifted up a little bit or not actually taking any line, so I'm a little bit reluctant to pick up into it, to be honest. Well, good evening. You join me as the sun's going down over Weston Park, and I've just moved up onto the bank with my chair a little bit to give me a little bit of a better view of the lake. I'm just fish spotting this evening. I'll sit here until the sun goes down. Feeling confident for the swim to produce that I'm in tomorrow, or first thing in the morning. We've got good temperatures, clear skies, and we've got a west southwesterly wind pushing in, which will push on to down into this swim on the far margin. That's forecast for Saturday and Sunday, so I'm feeling confident that I'll be able to winkle a few fish out this swim tomorrow. I'll probably reel him round about 12 and head round to the wood swim. It's another swim on fancy. It's probably one of the farthest swims away, so not many anglers get down into that swim, so a lot of the fish do hold up down there. I'll give this a day tomorrow. If it's not producing as I intend it to, I will move down to the woods and do an overnighter down there. I'll just show you the lake. The only real fish I've seen at the moment's been down this end of the lake, so there's been nothing mid-water. It's been all round here and down to the left. Good morning. You join me at 5:30. I've been up for a good hour and a half just scanning the water. Had an uneventful night, even though a few fish was boshing to my right hand side. Just pushed out of this area, which I expect anyway, being the shallows, and I'm expecting them to push back in during the day today. Just repositioned my left hand rod just down into the left hand margin, a bit more tighter, as I had one or two in there last night. Put a bit more bait out, just refresh the spots before bite time, which is around about 9:30. Slackened all my line off now, just so that the fish can push in here without feeling any line or coming into contact with it. Just a little update, guys, that majority of the fish are to my right at the moment. Can't do nothing about it. Can't move on to them because there's another angler in the other peg next down. They're going to be in here sooner or later. Still early doors. It's only 8:30. Yeah, there's about 60 fish next door in front of the other angler, so hopefully they'll drift down into this area. We're not here by 12. I'm gonna go looking. All the rods have been recast this morning, rebaited, fresh baits. Put about 20 baits around each spot. A little bit of chopped boilie and some whole. Oh, there we go, we've got a rook. Looks like a mid-20. Holding nicely. Got an absolute peach of a common to show you. Just treat it and then hold it up for you. Right, first fish of the session, just taking it off the opposite margin. Vance Chodrig once again with about 30 to 40 baits around it. Made up with that. That's the start of good things. Let's get it back. Right, just a little short update. I've just gone right through bite time now. It's just turned 12 o'clock. I had that one fish, which is great, but the fish are not here in numbers, to be honest, like they should be. So I'm just going to have a little walk round the lake now, see if I can find them, see what they're doing. Right, I'll speak to you shortly when I've been around the lake and decided what I'm going to do. See, there's a lot more fish down here. Okay, they're milling around on top. It gives you a little bit of an idea of where they are. Well, I've just had a walk down to the other end of the lake, and they're down there. They're all outside the steps and the car park swim. So I'm going to jump in the car park swim, I think. They're just milling around on top, so I might give them a little bit of a flouter. Get the flouter rods out and have a crack at them. Until then, I'm going to get this all packed up. It's going to take me a good half an hour. And then I'm going to get down there, so I'll join you down on the next swim. I'll speak to you shortly. The guy that's just leaving. He hasn't had nothing since he's been here. He's done 24 hours. As you can see, there's a few more fish down here. Because of the weed boat's been out, I'm gonna have a little bit of a lead around. See if the spots are still there that I was finding before. little bit of weed, but nothing to worry about. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Shot on them. Well, the fish are all over me at the moment. Just multiple shows just on this far bank. It ain't going to be long, I don't think. We'll just make them out there now. Right guys, I've just moved my left hand rod, which was out into open water. It's now gone down into a spot about 40 yards out. Just watching the water, and I've just seen my target fish, the big common. If it wasn't the big common, it was another mid 30 at least. So I've just round it straight in, put a rod on it, and just put a handful of bait around. I'll leave that till in the morning. Give it till about 8 o'clock. If it's not done anything, I'm going to put it back where I baited area. Yeah, the sunlight's just dropping now, so I'm absolutely knackered today. I didn't get much sleep last night, so I'm going to get my head down early and get up at the crack of dawn. So I'll see you first thing in the morning. Hopefully I'll come back in the night with a fish. Well, like I say, I picked up that fish this morning about 9:30, so that's when the bites are being done. Okay, I'll speak to you shortly. Well, good morning. The time is 7:30, and I've just repositioned all my rods. A non-eventful night. Had a massive liner on my left-hand margin rod at about 1 o'clock-ish. I did hit into it, but it was just hit into nothing, I'm afraid. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for bite time to come around now. I'll just put a spot of bait out over the area, and just sprinkle some more boilies with the throwing stick in the vicinity. So let's wait and see. Right, so I've just seen a couple of fish show to my right. A proper feeding fish, to be honest with you. You can tell the difference between a feeding fish and one that's moving or cleaning its gill rakes. It's just nutted out ever so slightly, and I've seen about 6 or 7 of them. So I've just hit a single straight over there, and let's see if it produces. The other rods are still on their same baited areas. It's just the rod that was out into the margin I've just took in now and cast over to them fish. I'll come back to you shortly. And we have one. I'd say it's about a 20, What a chunk. Chucked a chod to a showing fish. Literally 10 minutes it was away. Look at the absolutely width of that. Absolutely made up. Second fish of the session, coming in at 25. Not that weight makes a difference to me. Yeah, let's get her back. See if we can get another one on the bank. I'll just return that fish proper made up with it. As I was putting the fish back, I've seen another fish lump out exactly where I picked that fish up from. So I've just stuck a rod straight back on it, and I've just taken my other rod that was on the tightly baited spot. I've brought that off and I've put the other one back over there. It might kill me chances of it having two rods in there, but it's worth the risk for a couple of hours I've got left, to be honest. Yeah, made up. What a brute of a common that was. I thought it was only about 20 pounds in the net, but as soon as you picked it up and seen the width of it, man, it was a big chunky fish. Right, start packing up some of my gear, have a slow pack down, see if I can get into another fish before I go. Coming towards the end of my 48 hours now. I'm just going to wrap this video blog up. I'm quite pleased to bag a couple of decent commons, so this will probably be my last visit down here for July, unless I'm lucky enough to get it in overnight next week. But so you'll see me in August when I'm back down. So wet nets, tight lines, and I'll see you on my next video.